Ian Crack. What can I get you?
You're the best king. group chat. How's it going? How was your Tuesday? I made it. This was a weird day. Last night was a weird night. I'll wait a little bit and I'll talk about what happened. But this is my current plan. My current plan is to stream here for a week. Keep the dream alive. A streak at least. I considered taking the week off. Just calling it. No rules yet. I considered calling it, like, taking it as a sign that I should just take a break. But I don't know, I don't like taking a break. And I don't like being will not be intimidated. Admittedly, part of the reason I'm here today is I was scrolling through YouTube and I came across a video from a guy whose videos I haven't watched for years, like years and years. But he's a dog trainer that Zach George, that I used to watch his videos. And can you say what you want on YouTube? I mean, I have no idea. But I know that YouTube is considerably less strict than Twitch. At least in their enforcement. Twitch clamps down pretty hard. Hello, Owen. Yeah, so I was scrolling through YouTube and I saw a video from Zach George about Palestine. And you know, he's a guy with a big platform, like 3 million followers or something. So, you know, big, small in the grand scheme of platforms, but big compared to, you know, us little guys. And he released a video. It's just 7 minutes long. Just say it like, here's my position. Here's why I can't just not say anything. So here's what I think. And it was a good video. He did good. And he linked to like Democracy Now! and linked to a bunch of things that he suggested that people go and find out more information. But basically, yeah. So that just made me think, okay, fine. I'll go stream on YouTube. I saw this today. I'll just do it over here for now. But yeah, I mean, I can't exactly say what I want. Like, I mean, I don't know. I can say what I want whenever I want, I guess. But I don't know what the consequences are on YouTube. I don't know what the rules are really. But I don't think anyone will notice. It's a little enough platform that I can just come over here and essentially do what I want. I figure at the very least I can watch YouTube videos, since they're already on YouTube. But yeah, I thought we would play a little chess, watch a little YouTube, talk about what happened last night, and also see the dogs. Indy's sleeping on the bed right now. He apparently hung out with Hannah all night last night, enjoying the air mattress that's currently set up in the room where her computer is. So, let's pet the dogs real quick. Hello, dogs. Bribe them treats. Hi, Indy. It's a cute face. Leave it. Leave it. I know. You really wanna, you know what? Leave it. A lot of drool, buddy. Leave it. I didn't say you could yet. Get it. Free dog tricks stream on YouTube more. Nice, I will. At least this week. I died. Bob Douglas. Who could that be? You dogs. You're good boys. Chat missed you, Indy. Guys, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come here. Get back up here. They heard something. It trained Indy. That's your real name. Yeah, exactly. Indy, down. You lay down, buddy? No, he won't. He won't lay down. Down. Hello, Eigen. You're confused, huh? Bob Douglas is a silly name, so I sometimes use it as an alt. That makes sense. I was gonna say I didn't peg you for a Bob Douglas. Bog Douglas. Apologies to all the Bob Douglases out there. Yeah. Actually, that was my like former step uncle's name. Hello, Eigen. Yeah, I imagine you would be confused. Yeah, this is a temporary arrangement, as I am currently suspended from Twitch for hateful conduct. Hello, Indy. Hello, Lentil. Come here. Say hello. I heard you say that someone else made a speech and a statement. Yeah, hold on. Say that someone else made a speech and a statement. I don't know what that means. questions. But basically I got mental. Such that it is. He's gonna go on back down there. Hateful. No, the ban is for hateful conduct. I will. The suspension. It's a 7-day suspension. Here, let me switch back over here. I'll read you the email that I got. Just that part. It's a good place to start. So at about 2:07 last night, or 2:05 in the morning, I was streaming, and then all of a sudden the stream stopped, and I looked, and I had been logged out, and I had a notification that my account had been suspended. So it says, Twitch is committed to keeping our community safe for everyone, and as a part of that, we require all users to ensure that anything shared on their account abides by Twitch's terms of service and community guidelines. Based on a review of your activity or content, we have issued a global suspension on your account. As a result, your access to Twitch services is temporarily restricted. Please be aware that repeated violations may lead to more serious actions on your account, including longer temporary suspensions or permanent suspension. Reason: hateful conduct. Promoting, encouraging, or facilitating the discrimination or denigration of a group of people based on their protected characteristics. Examples of violative conduct include, but are not limited to, posting a combination of words and emotes in chat to promote denigration based on race, praising or supporting a hate crime, or advocating for the exclusion of a group of people based on their disability. Violation having occurred at yesterday. Looks like it 12:52 a.m. UTC. I don't know. No, it wasn't. I know exactly who it was. Indy playing with the blanket like he didn't just run downstairs barking. Yeah, exactly. Lentil's got his face in it. You guys, you silly boys. Here, let me get a better view. So I know who it was, and I know I don't know exactly what it was that I said, but last night someone came in, and their first message, we were talking about the news, we were talking about Israel and Palestine, and someone came in at 1:42 a.m. and said, "We need to use evil for the force of good sometimes," which is a bad start. He said, "I don't agree with everything they do, Israel, but they are really trying to win the war." And then and then he said, "That's horror propaganda," to whatever I said. And the point is, it went down a, I argued with him for too long. I argued with him for 15 minutes or so, and I shouldn't have. Not that I was wrong, not that I was in the wrong, but I did know that this is what happens. Someone else who I had never seen before showed up at the same time, and I think I was being baited. Baited to be reported. So yeah. I don't know what it was that I said specifically that they keyed off of and banned me for, and I have no way of finding that out. Twitch, I sent an appeal. I sent an appeal where I just said, I don't believe that I promoted hatred based on any protected characteristics. This seems like a misapplication of the rules. I was challenged by a user called Joystick Gaming 68 who said, quote, Israel had to deal with an overwhelming amount of terrorism, and them declaring a just war in self-defense is being labeled as a genocide. What a shame. Let Israel defeat their enemies, and then it will be a nicer future, and support them and not disrupt their peace process. I may have been rude to this particular chatter, but I do not feel that I broke any rules as outlined above regarding hateful conduct. While I am critical of the state of Israel as a sovereign body, I do not hold and did not espouse any denigrative beliefs about any group of people based on protected characteristics. So, they denied my appeal within about 20 minutes. And that was that. You just told the truth though. Yeah. Yeah, I did. I said what I said, and I stand by it. I'd say it again. I was banned for talking about the genocide. That's what happens. They deplatform you. At one point he said you could read the ADL's front page and you would have all the answers you needed about what's going on. And of course, that'd be the Apartheid Defense League. Anti-Defamation League, but at this point they exist to defend the state of Israel. Hello, Ken. Ken Yu. How's it going? What do these crowns mean? I don't know what these crowns mean. You guys have your top fans. There you go. I see, it's a competition. I don't know if you guys can see the crowns. This is all very new and weird to me. I have like this interface that I can read. Dad joke, yes. No Nightbot here. You have XP somehow. I have no idea. I think it's from sending messages. That's what gives us the numbers. Yeah. Hey, yeah. I'm glad to be back. You know, such that it is. This is it's a good alternative. I've never done a live stream on YouTube before. Renga suggested I try Chatterbait, but I think that might be a bit alienating. I'm slightly relieved that it had nothing to do with me openly discussing laser-based defense systems. Yeah, believe it or not, they don't seem to have a problem with that. No, if anything, I blame Sergeant Major, but only this much. Only this much. Because I knew while I was arguing with this guy that there was absolutely no convincing him. He was here as a propagandist. His goal was to talk to my chat, not to me. And ultimately, you know, to do this, to get me banned. I thought it was just to argue with me and to talk to my chatters, but Sergeant Major was talking to him, and I thought I interpreted some of what Sergeant Major was saying as like being open to what this guy had to say. I think YouTube was a better choice. Yeah, I think so too. I think so too. A lot of folks do both. Yeah. There's one person who multi-streams chess to TikTok. Nice. Nice. I briefly considered TikTok, but I felt like I was a little more familiar with YouTube, even if only slightly. But I felt like Sergeant Major was kind of buying some of what he was selling, and so even though I knew I wasn't going to convince that guy of anything, I was sort of arguing with him as a bit of a, it was a bit performative. They have to call Twitch the purple app so they don't get TikTok banned. Oh my god. Algo speak is so messed up. I have no idea what the algo speak is here, so I'll do my best, but TikTok will be the fallback. I do think maybe Discord would be... Discord is the fallback. I could just do a Discord stream. I think Twitch allows multi-streaming now, as long as the other streams don't make the Twitch stream worse. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the concept of multi-streaming because I think it divides the community and you end up talking to two different groups of people. I don't like that so much, but I can we're just trying it out here to see what happens. We're not allowed to say the name of the competition. I have no idea. I'm assuming you can kind of do whatever you want on YouTube. I've seen dicks on YouTube. But yeah, there are a lot of it's all about managing that. I mean, I learned this in sex work. It's every site has its own slightly different application of the rules, and different rules and like particular things that you can post in one place, or you can post it in this one place if it's like this but not like this, and at this other place it's okay if it's like that but not like that, and it's a bit strange when a streamer is talking to people that you can't see. Yeah, I imagine if I could put both chats on the screen somehow. Oh yeah, it's crazy. Like there's a lot where you can say there's some sites where you can't use the M word, mom or mommy, things like that, in the sex workspace, and then others where that is like their bread and butter. So it's just very much you have a big old spreadsheet and you try to determine what's okay and what isn't. But YouTube is pretty wild. I don't know. I've seen a lot on YouTube. Twitch rules are confusing, so half the Twitch/YouTube streamers show both chats on stream and the other half don't because they're afraid of a ban. Yeah, well, I mean, like anyone, if anyone were to re-stream me on Twitch right now, that could get them banned. Like that's one of the rules that I'm aware of, is if someone is suspended or banned, you can't show them or their likeness. So like when I'm watching Hassan's stream on Twitch, there are some people that he has to be really careful about showing or like having on the stream in like video form, even briefly, because they've been banned for whatever reason. It's usually when he's talking about someone he's critical of, but yeah. It is it is very confusing. You need a spreadsheet. But they recently changed some of their rules such that you can no longer refer to someone as a Zionist, basically. Like I think you could if they describe themselves as a Zionist, but like using the word Zionist is tantamount to using a slur. now on Twitch, unless you are critiquing the Zionist regime system. I think I don't know. But all of this is because they've received so much pushback. They've gotten a lot of yeah. They've gotten a lot of there was a congressman, I know Ken mentioned this earlier, I heard about this a while ago, like there's a campaign to get Hassan banned and to get all the advertisers to drop Twitch as a retaliatory measure by people who were upset with Hassan. Things are escalating. Yeah, it's kind of like how in Texas you have to sign you have to sign a non-disparagement clause in order to of the state of Israel in order to be a teacher there. Yeah, Twitch is trying to cover their butts so the ADL doesn't come after them. And YouTube hasn't had to do that as explicitly yet. I just know that there are a lot of things that you can show on YouTube that are on YouTube videos that you absolutely cannot show on Twitch. It's why I have to be so careful when we're watching YouTube videos. Yeah. You didn't know about that? It's the anti-BDS laws again. That's been the case for a long time. Texas was the first state that I'm aware of. Here, hold on. Let me find it. I have the politics flag on right now, or rather, the category is politics and news. I was gonna set it to gaming, but I will play some chess in a little bit. So anti-BDS laws. Let's see. As of 2024, 38 states have passed bills and executive orders designed to discourage boycotts of Israel. Many of them have passed with broad bipartisan support. Most anti-BDS laws have taken one of two forms: contract-focused laws requiring government contractors to promise that they are not boycotting Israel, and investment-focused laws mandating public investment funds to avoid entities boycotting Israel. Let's see. Where's Texas? States. It's a lot. In Ohio, in 2016, they passed a bill. Let's see. The bill prohibits a state from contracting with for-profit entities unless the entity declares that it does not boycott Israel. Texas. Oh, it wasn't the first one. It was Texas 2017, but I feel like theirs is one of the worst. Let's see. On May 2nd, 2017, Texas Governor Greg Abbott signed HB 89 into law, which came into effect on September 1st, 2017. The law prohibits a state from contracting with businesses unwilling to pledge that they will not boycott Israel. Also requires Texas to develop a blacklist of for-profit entities that boycott Israel so that it can divest its pension funds from those entities. The U.S. District Court for Western District of Texas, Austin Division, in the case Omwe versus Fulgerville Independent School District, ruled that the law was unconstitutional. The law came under fire in October 2017 from both Democrats and Republicans as Dixon, Texas, required Hurricane Harvey victims who applied for disaster relief funds to promise not to boycott Israel. Dickinson's mayor, Julie Masters, says that the requirement was a consequence of the law, but Phil King, who had authored the law, said the city had misunderstood it. The Dickinson City Council eventually removed the anti-Israel boycott clause from its disaster relief application. They may have changed They may have changed the, but it sounds like this independent school district thing. I believe that is where that comes from. Oh, hello. Hello, Dylan. Or should I say, Vinny? Admittedly, a lot of ways I've been checked out for a good while. Weird, how's that not a violation of the First Amendment? Yeah, I mean, seems like it should be, huh? I don't have to sign a loyalty pledge to the United States of America in order to do business with the state of Ohio, but hey. Filet of fish does win. Hello to the guys on YouTube. What a mess, indeed. I've seen school districts in Texas do some pretty shady stuff. It doesn't shock me much. Hello, YouTube. Yes. So we're listening to some DMCA free lo-fi beats. Also, if anyone sees Sergeant Major, send him this way. I have to have some words with him. It was funny, the last message yesterday was in the channel was him saying, I wonder what happened to the person that posted that regarding something that was removed from social media for being critical of Israel. Filet, we need you to come in here and tell us what the guys on Twitch think. Yeah, I know. I need a report from the home front. Hello, tubers and potatoes. But shh. Can you tell a dad joke? Yes. Let's see. What happened today? What happened today? Oh, I did want to show this. Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up over here. I saved a couple tweets. I saw a Fox News clip. I didn't get to save it, but I saw a Fox News clip of Jesse Waters and Kayleigh McElhaney talking about how Trump should just go yell at all the universities to drive the costs of tuition down. But basically, he was saying Trump needs to hurry up and do some socialism before there's a socialist revolution in this country. At least we have new emotes. Nice. Nice. I haven't seen the YouTube emotes before. I don't know if we haven't talked about it much, but there's a new flotilla headed to Gaza. I don't know how many ships are in it. I thought it was like at least a dozen ships. A bunch of the people who were on the previous one that got stopped or got boarded are on this one. And so anyway, a new flotilla with people from 44 different countries on it. Oh wow. Oh, this was a second one. Jesus. I thought this was just footage of the family ship. So a drone fired on the ship called Family yesterday. That's the one that Greta's been on. And then I guess a drone also fired on Alma, which is a different ship in the flotilla. Here's footage of that. Okay, let me turn off the logos for now. So these are ships carrying medical supplies and food and baby formula and prosthetic limbs for children. The sort of stuff you take to a people being genocided. And so this is, I guess, the second ship that was attacked by Israel. I'd only seen a little bit of footage. Israel claimed that there was that someone must have lit a cigarette, and that's where the fire came from. This is a pretty big cigarette from the sky. So yeah, let's do that one more time. So yeah, hurry up and do some socialism is something I wouldn't expect to hear from the television network, but these are strange times. Every now and then, though, that's been necessary. Yeah, I mean, some other updates, things I've noticed. I don't know if they'll have anything about Nepal. But Nepal, their prime minister stepped down today, and it's the news is now reporting that, like, initially they were reporting that the students were just protesting, that what they're calling the Gen Zers, I think is what they're calling themselves, that they were just protesting the social media bans. Like that TikTok had been banned, or voted to be banned. But now they're reporting that they are protesting. Now they're reporting that they're protesting corruption in the government. Nepal, yeah. Things have been popping off in Nepal. Okay, that's an RPG. That wasn't a missile. Even a small missile would have taken out the whole stem of that ship. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, someone called it a bomb initially, and in my head a bomb means, something much bigger. So yeah, I think these are shall we say warning shots of a sort, but the fires have been put out on both of them. See this one. People confront Donald Trump at a DC restaurant. He's enjoying it. Free Palestine! Trump is the Hitler of our time! What do you want your legacy to be? Let's go. What do you want your legacy to be? Let me go. Free Palestine! Trump is the Hitler! Let me go. And he was welcomed here. He's terrorizing communities. Let's go. Time to go. He's terrorizing. Marco Rubio. I like seeing Marco Rubio in these situations. I remember in 2016 when he said that all the people who supported Donald Trump would have to explain themselves. Now he's a Secretary of State. There's Pete Hegseth too. Anyway, they all suck. So yeah, that was the footage of the Samud? No, of the Alma ship. It's the Samud flotilla. There was also footage of family. Which I saw at some point yesterday. I guess he didn't post it there. Okay. Anyway, that's kind of all I really wanted to talk about, was just to make people aware of the... Looks a bit scared, yeah. Make people aware of the, what's going on. It's a lot going on right now. What else did I see? I mean, yeah, things are still fiery in Indonesia. I think DJT enjoys all the drama. Anytime it makes him the star of the show, he's still a reality TV actor. Yeah, I think so too. He likes it. I think he didn't like when everybody was speculating that he was dead last weekend. Didn't like that so much. Mostly because they kept talking about how bad he looks. I'm gonna play a little bit of chess, and then we might watch some Josh Johnson. He posted one I haven't watched yet. Actually, it's interesting because we were talking about the lottery yesterday, and his video today was about the lottery. Seems to hit him where it hurts. Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't like to be reminded that he's getting older. And then he doesn't look so good. Could take it. That's probably better than doubling my pawns. Or move the queen. There. want it there. I think I'm gonna take. Actually, what if I just did that? Okay, well now that diagonal's open. Back here. I think I like this diagonal slightly better. There. Threaten it with a pawn. Can threaten it with that. Damn. Okay. On down. Do that though. There. Hello. Okay. Let's see. It seems to hit him where it hurts. Next time they need to organize a crowd that chants, "Dude, you really let yourself go. You've got huge wrinkles," the hugest wrinkles. I mean, the absolute biggest ever. Yeah, I mean, get him right in the. It's the pain point. Let's see, can I change? category. I don't think so. I don't know. News and politics, I guess. I don't know if there's a way. There. I can't even see the category mobile. Yeah. I think I'd set it to news and politics just because gaming felt wrong. But it's fine. Anyway, yeah, like I said, part of the reason that I decided to just keep streaming this week and not take a break was seeing this, dog trainer that I had watched on and off for years. Let's see. There, hold on. There. There. Can I do it? Can I do that? I don't think so. There, 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 there. Even know they had categories. I don't know if you can browse channels by category. I've basically I've only ever watched people live streaming on YouTube if I am already I'm already subscribed to their channel. Biden had wrinkles, but nothing like yours, and Obama, not a single wrinkle yet, but you've got more wrinkles than Keith Richards. See, when you put your mind to it, there are sometimes solutions other than drones and lasers. Sometimes that solution is to prey on someone's deep insecurities. Yeah. That won't do it. doesn't work. There. There. Okay, I think this makes more sense. This pen sucks. Sometimes the solutions are thinking up sick burns. Maybe so. Yeah, sometimes. Indy has a big head. He does. Did you know Indy has a big head? He does. It's so big. My buddy. What a good boy. What a big head you have. Oh, he did something amazing today, guys. I've never seen it before. I never expected I'd see the day. So I've known Lentil's pretty athletic and a really good jumper, but Hannah was holding a pepper in her hand that was a little bit wrinkly. I made stuffed peppers for dinner. So it was like a big red bell pepper. She's holding it in her hand, kind of like a ball. And she's just, she's just standing there. And she's a bit taller than me, so, let's say she's holding it up here, right around here. He leapt straight into the air to try and take it out of her hand. Like, it was no joke. Like, his head was up by where my head is, like up here. Just incredible. He wasn't successful. He didn't take it away successfully, and he got scolded for trying to steal Thief Dog. But I had no idea, and I think he just used his front legs. I don't know. He launched himself into the air. It was an impressive feat of athleticism I did not expect. Okay, I gotta get that knight out of there. Among other things, that is a thing I need to do. Think he might like food? I think he might like food. He is full of surprises. Oh, buddy. Yeah. What a sleepy guy. Just, yeah, I mean, he had that hip surgery, and so his back legs are less strong than they would otherwise be. But I don't know, he gets around. Certainly manages. And I don't think you guys have really seen him run. That also is a pretty funny thing to watch. He he runs again, mostly using his front half. It's like Lentil definitely has rear wheel drive, and Indy has front wheel drive. he will skid and swerve and like drift when he's running around the house, just like trying to keep his back legs from like swinging out. But it's all front wheel drive. It's all front leg driven. Did that with hip surgery. Yeah. He looks hobbly when I see him run out the door. Yeah, like when he jumps down off the bed, he'll hobble. He'll and a lot of times he'll take a few steps before he moves, like before he even puts his other leg on the ground. Like, so he's tender with it, but and he's careful with it, but he is he's a strong boy. Yeah, I've noticed when he jumps down off the bed, he's a little hobbly. Yeah, he will favor his other leg, but he does use it when he's running around the house. Yeah, he has the hip surgery. He has no, like, they removed the sort of bone that sits in your hip socket. Okay. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Maybe that I'm fucked. Okay, I think there's only one answer. I think G3 is my only option. Boy, does it suck. It's like, if I were to do this, you would of course do that. And then I'm just fucked in a lot of ways. I do that. Yeah. I don't have anything I can put in the way. So, I'll put this in the way. I'd like to get that unpinned. I guess I could do that. It's one way. Hmm. There. I'd like this somewhere else, please. Maybe I just need to go king to g2 or something. Oh, my opponent can't see me stream right now unless he's secretly a super fan. Hello, super fans. Was that a thing on YouTube? I don't know. That. Okay. Let's go there. And I could push the pawn if I needed to. I don't know, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad regardless. Definitely don't like that I'm not developed. I don't really have a prospect for getting developed. There. At least move this now, but I don't really have anywhere to fucking put it. Could do that. It's still pretty bad. 4 minutes. Ugh. Let's get the knight out of here. Ah, yes. That old chestnut. Okay. Well, that's it for that. here. Either way, I lose the pawn. Maybe I just take it. Maybe I just take it. That. Yeah, okay, fine, whatever. Grab that. Yeah, sure. Damn, okay, that drops the pawn. That doesn't work. There. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I know, I'm dropping that pawn. And I think I'm dropping the other pawn. Take. Yeah, okay. Got him. Or should I say, got his ass. Karpov wannabe. Okay, so I think I did the right thing in not trying to save the queen, which is what I would historically do. I saved it. I was only down 2 material when I was down a queen, but I saw that if you took that pawn, I could get it. Yeah, I know. I didn't think I was gonna win that one either. But I didn't feel like resigning, so only plan I was even thinking of was doubling the rooks on the f-file and starting to attack f7, but I saw that pawn was a bit of bait. So I set a trap. Oh, guys. Oh, buddies. We set a little trap, didn't we? Open Sicilian. Free dog pets too. Back there, buddy. No, doesn't mean scream out the window. Oh, Linsel, no, don't scream out the window. Come here. Come here, bud. Face of a man who wants to scream out the window. Boy. Good boys. Couldn't have done it without you guys. Hi, Andy. Thanks, bud. Got my arm. I need my arm back, buddy. Yo. was an open Sicilian. Black still has a pawn on the c-file. Oh, maybe it's not. Maybe it came from b takes c6. Maybe. I thought it was an open Sicilian. Am I wrong? Or is it something else? That was a nice trap. Thank you. I should scream out the window sometime. Yeah, it helps. 88% accuracy. Funny. What does this call it? Sicilian defense. Oh, it was a Najdorf. Lipnitsky attack. He did play an open Sicilian today. This is the modern. And Najdorf is one of the open Sicilians. Okay, this is what makes it a Najdorf. I never knew when it became a Najdorf. Is what that felt like. Actually, it felt worse than that. Bishop c4, not really the thing that people play here very often. Looks like it does happen, but it's not common. Lichess is bad at transpositions. Wonder why it becomes the Lipnitsky after bishop to c4. I don't know. Is that it? I guess it does, yeah. Lipnitsky. Everyone in the world calls it the Sozin, but Lichess doesn't do transpositions. Oh, the Sozin is bishop to c4? Or the Sozin is a6. Oh, it's also called the Fischer Sozin. Okay. Bishop c4, gotcha, okay. I don't know. I play bishop c4 there because if I get the opportunity to play bishop c4 before b5 happens, I try to. If you get the identical position from e6, a6 instead of a6, e6, they call it the Sozin. Aw, geez. Aw, geez. So if they played this and this, Sozin. Oh, now it's the Najdorf with a6. Now it's Lipnitsky if they play a6. They're bad at transpositions regardless, but I guess a6 is how it is what makes it the Lipnitsky in this instance. Oh, wait, I'm wrong. I actually call it the Lipnitsky attack after a6 is played in that line. Yeah. That one is very dangerous for black if they don't know exactly what to do. Well, they did. They certainly got me up until I got them. Okay, so I guess they just a6 is what makes it the Lipnitsky. I'm thinking the positions called the Sozin are usually with knight to c6. The labeling's a bit fuzzy. I need to find a copy of ECO to check if they have the ECO code correct. ECO. Oh, I have MCO. I have MCO, I don't have ECO. Whatever that is. I'm sure Leechess would like you to make a pull request. You play bishop to b3 on move 7. It becomes the Sozin after, oh, after move 7, okay. They're still calling it the Najdorf. Or wait, you mean this other line. You mean here. Chess is bad at transpositions. No, on move 7? Looks like it's still a Lipnitsky. Also changed to live chat instead of top chat, so the chat goes in chronological order. Oh, I see. Live chat. Oh dang. Yeah, I didn't know I had that option. That is wacky. Chess Network has a 7-minute video on the Fischer Sozin attack. Yeah, I'm changing it to live chat. Or I changed mine to live chat. I suppose it changes. It might make more of a difference if there were more of you than the top 3 chatters. You all have the most XP. Actually, you're all equal at 150 XP right now, whatever that means. I don't know what XP means. You may need to change the thing. Put bishop to b3 on the board again, please. On move 7. Bishop to b3. I'll have to figure out how to get chat on the screen for tomorrow. Oh, I didn't technically blunder. That's nice. 8 inaccuracies, though. I could let some of the other voices in my head start talking, but it would become very noisy. Yes. Gee, I wonder when we level up. Yeah, I don't know what that takes. You're welcome. You're welcome, Chess Time Machine. I don't know. My head gets a little noisy too sometimes. Just glad I didn't lose that one. I don't know, it seemed reasonable to go ahead and take the pieces, and then that knight wouldn't be a problem anymore. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna keep scrolling through. I assume CTM is doing some some chess forensics. Okay, let's let's see some of these mistakes. E5 I wasn't sure about. It felt a little bit early. But also, I don't know. Like maybe this wasn't so bad. I wasn't sure about bishop to d3 versus bishop to b3. Bishop to d3, my thought was just to target h7 and make him play this. Eventually when I had to move the queen. Yeah, that would have been better. That would have covered the pawn. At least for the moment. Right. Of course, then there's that. But then I have this. It's just a lot of pins, you know? It's a lot of pins. Here I was thinking about that, but then that idea became a lot less appealing. Became a lot less appealing as soon as he took the pawn, so, you know. I did think about that since this can't move with check. Could go there. Then we're kind of back to wacky. You play around with it. So yeah, I feel like I'm pretty cooked here. I don't like g3 is uncomfortable. I did think about trying to trade queens, but all I could see from this was this. I didn't like that, so so I played b4 just to try and get it off of that diagonal, and then I was thinking about trading queens, but then I got the idea like, well, this is currently vulnerable. I guess, yeah, I could have traded queens there. Here I was just trying to be able to move this pawn. Okay, yeah, queen takes e3 was the best there. At least it was defended. He's only plus 1.5. I do have the bishop pair for the moment. And the rooks. Yeah, I figure, I don't know, I felt like I'm down a bunch of material. A bit of material. Maybe grab the pawn. Get the rook out there. And I just wanted to keep the bishop on this diagonal. Okay, so Eigen's plan of doubling the rooks on the f-file. Did want that. I was trying to protect this immediately, which obviously, as soon as I played rook to f3, I saw this. was like, well... But... yeah, I don't know, just seeing that that possibility was there. It's a good swing. Funny. The best move for black here is king to g7. Funny. Funny engine stuff. But that's not what we did. I mean, he still would have pass pawn. I imagine, yeah, you'd want to try and hold on to this. Just check to make sure. Well, what'd you find out? Is Lichess somehow correct, or? Okay. Well, we played some chess on YouTube. For the guys on YouTube. Hold on, I want to look at the opening again. I was checking we had the same position reached the same way, but it said different opening names. Oh, gotcha. Oh, wait, the truth of the variation name, I know, right? Maybe Lichess is really bad at transpositions. Worse than we could have known. I won't stream super late today. I have therapy in the morning. Good week for it. Band week. Therapy Wednesday. Is there a way that I could have done this better? Where do we get out of... Okay, e5. e5 is... But already when I play bishop to c4, I'm veering off of the most well-trodden path. I was excited to get f4 in there. Okay, developing. Bishop to e3. Or bishop to b3. I like bishop to e3 better as it's developing. Queen to c7 seems likely. There's Kaidanov. Gregory Kaidanov played this as white. Played bishop to b3 there. Look at this Kaidanov game while we're at it. Queen to f3 is fun. I like that. Protecting the pawn, letting the bishop go. It's interesting. Also, and c takes b3 is fascinating. Why, I wonder, c takes instead of a takes? Why double the pawns that way? Well, I guess to open the c file so that you can chase the queen off of it, maybe. Yeah, that makes sense. That would be the goal. White wants to be a sneaky boy and use a c file. Yeah, sneaky boy. If you could, c takes b3, you are opening the c file, which can throw black's plans off. Yes, exactly. All right, we are on the same page. Queen to a5. It's defended twice. This has only defended the once. To g3. This is versus Walter Brown from 1994. Black usually never faces danger on the c file in the open Sicilian. So opening the c file as white, well, I guess that explains the Mora in a lot of ways. Always favors ideas that create peace activity, even if it costs some structural issues. Interesting. I like that. I mean, not, I like that conceptually. This is interesting. Undoing the issues, I guess. We're also looking to play this, maybe. Ah, okay, I went that way instead. Bold. Bold of him. Interesting. That gave him time. So this doesn't work right now. Why doesn't this work right now? See, this is lonely. It's a lonely, lonely rook. You have strong nerves, it can pay off. Oh, I see. You have a fork. Lose the pawn, but... Nerves, indeed. Nerves of steel. So that's a bit scary. Okay, anyway. That's engine stuff. I was just curious how this went. Seeing a familiar name. I'm wondering how payouts work when you're banned on Twitch. We'll have to see. Doesn't make that big a difference ultimately. I mean, it does. It definitely does. If it got delayed till next month, that would be really unfortunate. But I'm like, 'cause usually we get paid on the 15th or thereabouts. So I'm curious to see how this is going to work out if I'm banned through the 15th. So I think I'm banned until the 16th. Suspended. It was something I hadn't thought about until K-Variable mentioned it yesterday. Simplifying. Nice. A5. Interesting that... Okay. Does have some active pieces, that's for sure. What a nicely placed knight. And a... Now I see, yeah. Now move the king. End games. 1994 was just 2 or 3 years after he came to the USA. He had an amazing streak of tournament wins in those days. Makes sense. To be, just coming to the US. I imagine that would give you a bit of an advantage. To be kind of a fresh face in this space. Oh, trying to repeat. Nice. Race. Juicy. Did it? Black resigned, yeah. It just wasn't marked that way. Probably because he kind of had to generate some income and attract students. His transition to the US was not planned and extremely chaotic. Is he the one who stayed with your family for a little while? I can never keep track of which of which defector was your guest. I guess that would have been earlier. Just 2 or 3 years after he came to the US. Yeah. I assume he came to the US. Oh, that was Palatnik. Gotcha. Okay. And that would have been before the Soviet Union fell. Toppled? Mm. G.G. Gregory. Lev Albert is the one who actually defected. Gotcha. Palatnik was a friend of his, but got caught up in the blowback. I see. Huh. Lev Albert. I liked his book. I wonder if Ringa ever finished that. Redknob made a trip to the US in '91 and had a whole string of calamities happen. Oh, geez. He was in New York City and got robbed, and then robbed again, if I recall. Oh, dear. Rough time to be in New York, I suppose. Especially if you don't know anyone. Some chess sponsors got together and planned a tour for him across the US. Should we play one more? I think we will. We'll play one more. Eventually, he finished the tour in Kentucky, where the sponsors offered to have him just stay and emigrate. Oh, I bet he loved that. I'm sure Kentucky was what he had in mind. Sorry, Kentucky. No shade, but you know. If I were a chess pro, I feel like that's probably not where I would want to land. I think he was in crisis mode for probably a few years, putting superhuman energy into every tournament game. I guess Kentucky be close to Ohio, where there were, at one point, a lot of tournaments. Oddly enough, Palatnik eventually emigrated and settled in Nashville, of all places. Interesting. Take advantage of this. Like castling into it is bad. Maybe not. Maybe that's the most reasonable thing to do. Maybe I should literally just... There. Okay, I'll try it. I don't know. Okay, I'll take that. Decided to open the file. Seems a bit silly. Maybe a bit suicidal. Like I could do that, but then I feel like this this is... Okay, it is a little hard for him to get over there. Do it. On triangles. Uh-huh. Hello, nice Azuya. Had to find an account without my uploaded My Little Pony AMVs. Noted. Noted. Hello again, Vinny. Hello, nice Azuya. You should look at the game that I played before this one. It was funny. Funny stuff. I kind of just want to keep it right there. Yeah. Just go there. Keep him off of there. Yeah. Right. Never mind. I have regrets. I don't think there's any way to stop that, huh? I can't. Cannot. I can the rook here, take, go here, whatever. Scares the king off. Doesn't really do anything. Covers that square. Cooketh. There. That's still... No, that pin, I can't run. No running. Only... Good stretch, Indy. That's worth a try, I guess. Vaguely. Funny. Check, and then he moves. Half a chance. It's only half a chance. There. Could. I think. And this would be pinned, but Queen's there. So if that, this, probably that, and that. I don't know. I don't know. Let's try it. It's the worst thing that could happen. How's the DMCA free music treating you, chatters? Yeah, I'll take that. Don't leave the game. Don't leave the game. That's how you lose the game. Oh yes, I will claim victory. It's Jazz, it sure is. How come he only gets like 10 seconds before losing? Probably because he had left the game a number of times before that. I've noticed it's like and sort of an accumulation when they leave the game for a while. It's possible that he was out of the game while I was deciding to make my move, and then I made the move that I made, and she, Las Chelsea, had been not in the game while I was deciding what I was gonna do. But yeah, I don't know. I'll take it up with the mods. Jazzy indeed. It's Muzak, all right. For the first several months that I streamed, like the first 6 months, this is basically all we listened to. Ugh. Okay, we take those. I take those. Are they tabbed out or something? Yeah. Abandoned. Did you know Jazz is all about the notes you don't play? You know, I didn't know that. I hope they have not played some good ones. There's 8 hours of this lo-fi beats. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I felt like I really wouldn't like this so much. So I went with I went with what had treated me nicely in the past. I know it's a bit strange to give up a center pawn, but all about the notes you don't play. Well, I don't think I should have won that. It definitely should have gone on longer than it did. Here I just figured close the file that he's got. She's got the rook and the queen on. But yeah, I struggled to decide whether this or this were better, but I figured since I'd opened the F file on the king and he was still there, might as well keep the bishop on that diagonal. Here I was trying to keep the knight out, but yeah, I see how this would have been better. See how this would have been better. Then we can still consider this. I was looking constantly at the possibility of playing rook to b8 so that I could grab the knight with the queen. Really knows how to pile up on his feet. He's got one of his back feet under his ear, one of his front feet under his face. Meanwhile, Lentil's just having a stretch. Hi, Lanny. Hi, buddy. You're a good boy. Let's see. I don't know. I thought about resigning, but also I don't like resigning, so. My thought was just to get the queen there. Yeah, now the queen feels threatening, but a bit off sides. I know this is kind of risky to move the king, but yeah, so this is what I wanted to play, but I was really concerned about about this. So I just wanted to take that away. So king to d7. Rook a to b8. That does make some sense. Now we can do this. I'm pretty even. Messy. Oh, okay, well that just removes the pin. Okay. This would be a bit annoying, I think. How awkward. Okay. Well, now in this situation, I've got good pawns. And I feel like I can still defend the queen side fairly well with the pawns that I've got there. It's all about the pawns you don't lose. Okay, well, that sure was some chess that we played tonight. Since I've started playing chess again after my week break, I have played two rapid a day, roughly. Yesterday I played 2. Today I played 2. First night I just played the 1. And they've been overall okay. Some not so good, but I don't know. I'm trying to remind myself that I still have less than 5,000 games. So, you know. Whoa, he's having dreams. Hella dreams. Bishop Fianchetto, never a mate on h8. Yeah. But I moved the bishop. Dreams. Dog dreams. Dog nightmares. One or the other. Look at all that nose wrinkling. Probably worthwhile to note how things went during different parts of the game. If you have a loss but still also played really well during some parts, this is worth noting. That's fair. That's a good point. I think there are a couple games I played this week that I played pretty well, even though I lost them. I had one game that was especially good, but my opponent played especially well. Let's see. Oh. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna take my hydroxyzine so I can get to sleep. So I can get to sleep in the near future as opposed to the distant future. My fellow writers, one of the things they've been struggling with is when you're writing about stuff that you've experienced and it's kind of, and some of it's kind of traumatizing. A thing they struggle with is falling asleep when you're still writing in your head, and I really relate to that. I didn't do any writing today, but something I've been thinking about, and I do find that I ruminate a lot more when I'm laying down and trying to fall asleep recently. Oh, ruminating or writing in my head, one or the other. Chess is fair but often unforgiving, and it's possible to play 30 perfect moves and one mistake and lose. Yeah. Yeah. It's true, and I did have some nice games this week. These, I mean, both games today were games that I very much could have lost, or maybe should have lost. Vinny, I don't know if you saw this one. But I'm especially proud of this win because I sacked the well, sacked. I didn't sack. I chose to take some pieces rather than tried to save the queen. And it's the reason, I mean, the reason I won is that my opponent didn't see the trap I was setting. But also that I didn't give up. I recommend writing in your head over ruminating. Well, I think they're kind of the same thing, unfortunately. Or they can be. So yeah, I decided to take Here I set a trap. And they fell into it. Love a bishop takes f7. You know I love a bishop takes f7. And they resigned. Huzzah. But yeah, I also recommend writing in your head over ruminating, and writing in general. I do think that the part of the problem is when you're writing, it means you're thinking about the things that are tough a lot, and it's hard to turn that off. So, well, now that I've resolved this and I know how I'm gonna stream this week, hopefully I can get some more writing done tomorrow. Damn, I should have been writing out the rumination in my head all these years. I'd have volumes. Then again, I have no idea if anyone would have wanted to publish any of it. I mean, I don't know, I think memoirs are pretty powerful, and even just I've been thinking about it as narrative therapy. When I write, I'm trying to get the thoughts that I'm having out of my head and onto a page. Whether or not that turns into something else. Oh yeah, you want a game review? Okay, we'll look at your game. But I've noticed that sometimes when I write stuff just for me, it's helpful too. It would take work on my part to make it into a memoir and avoid the temptation to turn it into a manifesto. Well, yeah, I think I'm kind of doing both. All of the above, maybe. I didn't take a hanging queen and hung smothered mate. Oh no. That's not the game you want to look at, is it? Yeah, that's one of the comments that I got from my instructor, was that he liked all of the things that I was trying to do with that essay. That the several things I'm trying to do. Chess is very forgiving, Eigen, as you saw from Innate's game, and we'll see from mine. Yes. Yes, forgiving chess. Both of my games involved some forgiving chess tonight. Oh, I'll take it. Oh, not above stealing either. When in the course of human events, especially when it's both the best of times and the worst of times, yeah. Hell. Yeah, that's something that I've noticed today. Hi, Emmy, good morning. Hi, hello. That's something that I've noticed today, is that, hey, yeah, sounds good. Enjoy your day. Happy time zone. I'll be done here pretty soon. We're gonna look at Vinny's game and then I'll probably be wrapping up, but have a good day. I'll be on YouTube this week for band week. We might do a secret Discord stream one night. I was thinking about putting together a wheel of band media that I can only show you on Discord. So I might do that next Monday night. I think that would be the last day of the ban. Play a fish 1-0 today, 2-0 tomorrow. It's true. Well, yeah, I'm banned for 7 days, Vinny. At least until 2 a.m. next Monday. Next Tuesday. Yeah. Well, yeah, I have a couple things that I've thought about showing you guys, and a couple things that I've memed about showing you guys, and I think some entertaining ways to share them. What, why? Oh, you didn't know. You didn't know I was suspended. Yeah, I got suspended last night for 7 days from Twitch. For hateful conduct. Someone came in to argue with me about the genocide. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm not here because I don't want to be on Twitch. I'm here because I can't be on Twitch. Yeah. Yeah, hateful conduct. And then they reported me, and yeah, I appealed. I called Laszlo a bad puzzle maker. I did, and someone heard me. It was very hateful of me. Yeah. The guy, my appeal, I said, I don't believe that I promoted hatred based on any protected characteristics. This seems like a misapplication of the rules. I was challenged by a user called Joystick Gaming 68, who said, Israel had to deal with an overwhelming amount of terrorism, and them declaring a just war in self-defense is being labeled as a genocide. What a shame. Let Israel defeat their enemies, and then it will be nicer. It will be a nicer future, and support them and not disrupt their peace process. I continued. I may have been rude to this particular chatter, but I do not feel that I broke any rules as outlined above regarding hateful conduct. While I am critical of the state of Israel as a sovereign body, I do not hold and did not espouse any denigrative beliefs about any group of people based on protected characteristics. So, can't criticize the state of Israel if someone's there to report you for it. Such is life. So yeah, 7 days. We might do a Discord stream one day this week. Like I said, the band media, a band media wheel is my idea. I have this DVD that I've been meaning to work into a stream at some point. It's called Checkmate. I don't think there's any chess in it though, but I have never watched it, so I don't know. But I have some ideas about how to present that content in a non-gooner way. Let's look at your game, Vinny, and I want to go to bed. Is it a porn musical parody? I don't know. It could be. There could be parody, or it could just be a porn. I got it for $3 at a CD video store in the Times Square area. I've never unwrapped it, but I do also have a FAP top. I keep hearing that word and I still do not want to know what it means, so I'm definitely not going to Urban Dictionary anytime soon. Yeah, I mean, it's just gooning all the way down over on Urban Dictionary. Don't worry, if there's gonna be any adult content, it'll be on Discord and you all will have a warning. I didn't see the Bob comment because my settings removed spam. Take that, Bob Douglas. AKA Chess Time Machine. Secret CTM. My link may not have been in chat. Yeah, I don't see it. I guess it didn't post. Your link was also spam? Yeah, I'm not seeing it either. YouTube also very unforgiving. That's CTM, yes. CTM's secret persona. He said he thought the name Bob Douglas was funny. Vinny. Vinny 0 and 1, it's true. Who is Dylan Yu? Great question, Bob Douglas. That'd be Vinny. Nice Azuya was by too. And Owen. Eigen, of course, and Ken is here. And Emmy. Hi, buddy. I guess we can't do game reviews. Was it on a Lichess account? You give me the Lichess username and it's a recent game, and go find it. Good boy, Andy. Gosh, we really need to get you a muzzle, buddy. I gotta get him a muzzle, and I gotta get him trained on the muzzle so that I can do these nails. Because as sweet a boy as he is, he's not so sweet when you try to clip his nails. And I have no interest in going to battle with this guy. Oh, do I have Discord open? I think I closed it. Ooh, nice. That'll work. No, it didn't work. I thought that would work. I don't know what it was, so I deleted it. Here, let me pull up Discord. Just in case it was something you didn't actually want to paste. I assumed it was the lead chest, like, should work the way you did it. Didn't. LCA 19YYP2. It expanded it for some reason. Oop. Okay, I have Discord open now. I'll just open it there. Weird, I don't know why it didn't open it. Just won't let me go to a game like that. That's weird. Oh, it reduces it to some short name. Hold on, let me see if this works. Wonder why that didn't work. Huh. The short name worked. The long name didn't work. It cut it off after YP. Weird. Sicilian Defense Accelerated Dragon. So you said you hung a queen? Or they hung a queen. Thankfully, chess is forgiving. Nice. C4. Interesting. I've seen... Was this a thing? No, because that just drops the pawn. Never mind. Okay. Just kind of wondering. That still drops the pawn. But they have to move. Okay, hold on. Sorry. Anyway. Nice. That's funny. What a funny journey this knight has gone on. Which knight was that? As the king's knight. Just following the knight for a second here. Eyes on the knight. I had to go all over the place. Funny that he finally settles on B3 there. Oh, no, not quite. Off to A4. But like... nice. It's funny. Huh. Are you trying to get castled, or... I suppose, yeah. Free pawn. I don't know why this is on. Okay. What are you giving up here? The rook. But you're up 2 pawns, that's nice. Where is... Huh. Take the pawn. Right. Right. Okay. Pawn down. Knight to D6. Nice. A lot of scary stuff. Can't you... Yeah, you do. You take... Queen takes F7. Okay. Bishop to D4 check. Nice. Okay, you do this with check. Wait, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to... Knight to D4 attacks their queen? Knight takes D4, attacks their queen. Oh, I see. So they attack your queen. So you could have just taken the queen here. Obviously. You're trying to mate the guy. Well, checks are free, so I can check them before taking rook. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, GG. They fought well, as some would say. No smothered mate for them. So, if they, what did they think? How did they think it was gonna work? I don't know. No, oh, no increment. They have 1.1 seconds. I see. Yeah. They had 1.1 seconds when they didn't smother mate. I see, I see. No increment. No increment, just vibes. GG. Chess is very forgiving. You both fought well. Well, there's no concept of raiding over here. I'll be back on YouTube tomorrow. You stand corrected? Sometimes it's very forgiving. Sometimes it's very unforgiving. I guess it really depends on a lot of circumstances. Just as fair and often forgiving, yes. I mean, sometimes. Sometimes it really just depends. There is a concept to raiding? There is? Well, I don't have anyone to raid. And there's only 5 of you. So I will I will say good night. I don't know what I'm doing over here. Unfair and forgiving. Yeah, let's take that. We'll take that. It's both unfair and forgiving. It was especially unfair to that person who lost because they tabbed out of the game for a little while, expecting me to take more time on my turn. But what can you do? Okay. I'll be back here tomorrow. Bob Douglas referred to Laszlo, so I guessed he was CTM. That's good. But then I thought his name might be Aaron and not Bob Douglas. Yeah, the Bob Douglas almost fooled me too. Pretty sneaky. Pretty sneaky chess time. Okay. Have a good Wednesday. I'll be back here Wednesday evening for chess and YouTube. And maybe we'll watch some Josh Johnson tomorrow. I keep meaning to watch some Josh Johnson with you guys. He had a couple bits that I really liked. I watched one recently where he talked about how everybody thought Trump was dying or already dead. Not this past weekend, but the weekend before, and that one was very funny. But the one that he did yesterday is apparently about the lottery. So I'm looking forward to laughing at that one. Ooh, okay. Oh. Hydroxyzine's doing its work. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Bye, friends. Thank you for joining me over here on the YouTube. Wait, Vinny, how did you find me? Discord? I guess it was Discord. I'm guessing it was Discord. Okay. Yeah. Well, If you happen to see anybody we know, let them know. I am banned. I didn't think it would be me. Of all the streamers I know, guess I didn't assume I would be the banned one, but it makes sense. It makes sense. There was a Discord announcement, that's true. And it was initially wrong. I'll try and post the link the right way next time. Oh my goodness. Okay, alright. Good night. Good night. Here, one more dog transition. For good measure. Huzzah.